everyone. Coming up here on the NXT 2.0 Ring Report. Coming up for you, like I said, former friends, now the best of enemies. Raquel Gonzalez got a score to settle with Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai cost Raquel Gonzalez her NXT Women's Championship. Would these two clash tonight? We'll get to the latest on the NXT Ring Report. Also, too, a supersized six-man tag team match. Odyssey Jones team up with Kushida and somebody, I forgot his name, against the Diamond Mine, led by Cruiserweight champion Roger Strong and two other dudes. They fight. Also, to a Porco match as Cameron Grimes is invited to forgot his name, but I call him he's called himself 6 foot Duke Hudson. Invited to a poker game, and things just didn't turn out the way things reacted with the poker game that led Cameron Grimes and Duke Hudson in the poker match. We'll get to that. And two, we kicked off NXT with Tony D'Angelo versus Dexter Loomis. This match was the battle of nutrition. Dexter Loomis and Tony D'Angelo kick off NXT 2.0 with hard hitting action as well. And plus, we'll talk about NXT War Games, as at the end, it's going to be very interesting to see who will start War Games, and you won't believe who will begin. And two, in Hot Topics. In Hot Topics this week, we talk about a lot of stuff on Hot Topics, as well as Jay Lethal coming to AEW. He makes his AEW appearance tonight when he takes on TNT champion Sammy Guevara. And for the TNT championship, Jay Lethal making his AEW debut in a championship match against Sammy Guevara. Will he hit or miss? Only time will tell. Also, too, the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Adam Page will be in the house on AEW after he gets his cowboy presentation. I don't know what that could be, but celebrations in order for Hangman Adam Page. And two, we go back to a vintage as well as many other news stories as well. As the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT 2.0 kickoff, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special edition of the NXT 2.0 Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show, NXT Ring Report. Like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag. Using the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect. Like I said, this is the Pro Wrestling Show, and you know what that means. It's been a good show. So, like I said, join in that conversation. Join in the conversation. Like I said, join in that conversation. All right, let's get to the NXT 2.0 Ring Report. We kick things off with a bang as Tony D'Angelo takes on the man you see right here, Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis looking for in action. He goes against Tony D'Angelo. You see right here, Tony D'Angelo and Dexter Loomis. Tony D'Angelo came out there. Dexter Loomis coming out there looking eerie and creepy. Well, he took the battle well and mounted him with punches and stuff. Dexter Loomis being more eerie and creepy, and even doing his move. I remember when he was Samuel Shaw, he had that similar gimmick, but now Dexter Loomis, he could talk a little bit, but he wasn't talking that much. But like I said, things just came to a full circle after Tony D'Angelo defeated Dexter Loomis with the 1, 2, 3. But all of a sudden, the NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes and his associate Trick Williams came out there and tried to smash the hand of Dexter Loomis, causing Dexter Loomis had that little injury right there. Dexter Loomis trying to get himself together. And Trick Williams sending a message to Dexter Loomis and Johnny Guerrero. Guerrero didn't like it. He took it to and told him, hey, he's tired of it. He had enough of it. And he wants to fight Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes wasn't nowhere to be around and nothing would be found. Carmelo Hayes peered out the crowd and Trick Williams and stuff talking and stuff. And the next thing you know, they was setting up a match going on with Pete Dunne in the ring as well. So we know next week that it's gonna be a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes defends his title against former champion Johnny Gargano and Pete Dunne in a triple threat match. Carmelo Hayes, and you know the rules of a triple threat match is Hayes does not have to be pinned to lose his championship. If either Johnny Gargano or Pete Dunne won it from each other, then Hayes would lose his championship. So we know next week that's going to be the match coming forward and stuff. So going that way. Also, too, interesting note. Obviously, Jordan or whatever you want to call it. Well, we heard some flack from Tommy Dreamer on Busting Open, but obviously Jordan went against teamed up with Casita and the other dude against the Diamond Man. Well, you see Odyssey Hayes taking it to Kushida, taking to one of the Diamond Man members. Even Kushida wants his Cruiserweight Championship back. One of the members had did a German suplex on the Diamond Man on the one with the jacket. You see right here, Kushida wants his Cruiserweight Championship, taking it to Roger Strong. And you see right there, Roger Strong, them looking sore on their face, and their sour look on their face of they being defeated. Then I think Tommy Dreamer made a comment about them busting open just there earlier today, talking about well the match, whoever did the match, it was horrible. Kushida, that there was no selling and all that stuff. Roger Strong, Odyssey Jones. So yeah, but yeah. Also, too, NXT's fast and rising star, I believe, Anna Quinn went against the dude who wants to be in college or something like a teacher. He went after him, he stomped away at him, but he put the finishing touches on what's his name, left Xena Quinn wins the match, but after the match, Xena Quinn gets attacked after refusing to join La Family, La Familia. He didn't want to join it, and then it was like some too much sexual tension as well. That woman tried to put her face on his chin, and we saw the return of Eli Tasman, of Eli Quinn getting beat down and laid out through the mat. So it was far from over. I can tell you that from now. Also, too, was a poker match. As Duke Hudson challenged Cameron Grimes to a poker table match. I mean, I guess this the new rule, new sport. Poker is the new sport these days. You see Duke Hudson looking confident that he can beat Cameron Grimes in poker. Cameron Grimes didn't waste no time whatsoever right here, looking at the poker table and stuff, looking shot. You see right there. He showed him that, and then he just, you see right there, he got on for his worries and stuff. So I guess you know how that be and stuff. Cameron Grimes got beat up and powerbombed to the table and got his hair cut, got humiliated by Duke Hudson. Going forward, I guess Duke Hudson trying to send a message on what he wants to do. And so too was an impromptu match as Kyle O'Reilly and Von Ragger teamed up against some new tag team. Well, they didn't get the job done as well. See, Von Ragger and Kyle O'Reilly won the match. Wonder how this alliance is going to be going forward. You know, Von Ragger was on SmackDown. What's going on with that? Who knows? Also, too, women's action as well. No women's action. Uh, some woman won them her match, so she defeated somebody. So I don't know who she is, but speaking of that, NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa was in the house. Tommaso Ciampa talk about the old guard and all this stuff. Common Dream made a good point that hey, if you want to do that NXT point two storyline, have the old folks from NXT versus the new folks, so it makes sense and it builds them up. And bring back Triple H, saying that things was taken away from him, and now some unknown entity took away from him what he once had. It makes sense when you look at it, when you think about it and stuff. Tom Dream made a good point. Do like the old ECW, like the old ECW folks gonna go against the new ECW folks. Make it an inter-brand situation. Also, too, you see right here, Von Wagner, Braun Breaker saying he wants a shot at the NXT title one more time. I believe he'll get it. It'll be eventually. I guess he got to turn heel. All you gotta do is just ask your uncle. Your uncle will tell you everything you need to know because your uncle is a former WCW champion. So you listen to your uncle, but don't you got the attitude, but don't just do business for yourself. It ain't gonna work. I just can see it. He gonna do business for his uncle. He gonna listen to his uncle. His uncle gonna tell him something that he don't need to be know. You know how it go. And then you see right here, Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker will have the NXT Championship match. We just don't know when, but I got a feeling it's gonna be at the NXT pay per view at War Game between these two men battling out for the NXT Championship. And don't be shocked that Braun Breaker turns heel eventually to get the championship. And finally, on our NXT Ring report, two former best friends, two friends that stuck side by side together. Raquel Gonzalez, the former NXT Women's Champion, clashed with her former bestie, Dakota Kai, in a match that many people didn't see coming, but you can tell the seeds of jealousy was there implanted. Raquel Gonzalez taking it to Dakota Kai, taking her down. It was like a HBK Diesel type situation, but on the female side of things. Gonzalez using her Brent strength, her power to tear down Dakota Kai, who's more agile. And she picked up Kai with almost like a shoulder, like a backbreaker in a way. Dakota Kai with those kicks and stuff, versatile with her educated feet and stuff. And then you can see right here, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez slams her down to the mat. I mean, slam her down. And then, too, she picks her up, give her another kick. All of a sudden, Toxic Attraction comes out there. The lovely Mandy Rose and her associates, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion and NXT Women's Champion. Toxic Attraction has all the gold in NXT Women's Division. As you see right here, even they try to even things out with some lady came out there trying to even things out. I forgot who the lady was, but Toxic Attraction tried to take everyone down until there was more people come along. The Io Shirai came out there and beat down everybody. Io Shirai made a stunning announcement that hey, we need to have this match at War Games. I said, oh, here we go. It was chaotic. It was like Cat Fight Central. And I mean Cat Fight Central right here. They taking all the women down. And now we know that in merely 2 weeks, NXT War Games, we found out that the women, it's going to be the men's side. I don't know what the men's side going to be. But NXT War Games. I don't know. Is the women gonna main event a headline? Hell, who knows? Who wants it? They're gonna main event at War Games, and what War Games is gonna be between these lovely ladies clashing at War Games. Man, what the American Dream Dusty Rose would have been saying? War Games, baby. My War Games has evolved from men battling each other to women killing each other. That's where it's gonna be, Dusty. And you can see it on Peacock live December 5th on Peacock. All right, that is the NXT Ring Report. Let's move forward. Let's quickly move forward to, two hot topics on Hot Topic this week. Speaking of Dusty Rhodes, his son Cody made that he is no longer on Twitter. I guess due to the fan backlash and stuff like that, Cody Rhodes does not want to be associated with Twitter. It's just a phase for now. Cody will be back on Twitter sooner rather than later. Cody's just trying to get himself together rather than trying to have the fans to like him and accept him. Like I say, most people like you in this world. Most people don't. But you have to please yourself and make sure that you have to be healthy and sane. Because people in this world, whether they're good for you or they're not, you'll know. You'll get that feeling. You'll get that sense. And some people just don't know how other are, and some people try to use you. We got people. It's people. It's different varieties of people. You got straight people, you got gay people, you got racist, you got homophobic, you got Asianism people, you got black, white, in between. People are just you just have to respect each other and have character. But if you don't have character, you ain't gonna go as far as you think you are. So you got to have character going forward. And two, if you done wrong to somebody, it's never too late to say I'm sorry. I just don't get why people don't ask that, but get that. But it just be so much come on them, they just don't get it. So hey, if they don't get it, they just don't get it. Speaking of that, Court Ballard, the MLW owner, says that the first MLW event 2022 will come into focus when Blood and Thunder comes. He made the announcement this week that Blood and Thunder is coming. Don't know what that could be, but it's likely gonna be a cage. If it got blood and stuff in it, likely gonna be a cage, and it's gotta be thunder. It's gotta be some electricity to it. So only time will tell on that. Speaking of that, we talked about Jay Lethal. It's coming to AEW. Jay Lethal, ex long time Ring of Honor superstar. We thought he was gonna stick around with Ring of Honor, but no, that ain't gonna be the case. Jay Lethal asked for his release, and now he has signed a new deal with All Elite Wrestling. Jay Lethal feels it right at home, and I think he'll bring some excitement. I just hope he just don't get caught in the shuffle, trying to prove himself into AEW. So you never know. Also, too, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Heyman Adam Page will get his just due tonight on AEW Dynamite. There will be a celebration for Heyman Adam Page. Adam Page getting the celebration indeed, and rightfully so. So congratulations to Heyman Adam Page. Like your dream, you can follow your dreams, have a family, and you gotta have money stability. So congratulations in order to Heyman Adam Page. So also too, we talk about the NXT. We watched NXT. They got these fake bleach stands, like with some fans and some of the fake fans. They need to stop. But it is what it is, but it just don't look right. But I can tell you that from right now. So hey, it is what it is. Also, too, it, my favorite Survivor Series team had to be the Team Warriors. These four men competed at Survivor Series against Mr. Perfect's team of Demolition. They the Warriors won, but unfortunately, all four of them has passed away. It started with Kerry Von Erich on the far right, who passed away around about nearly 30 years ago. Hawk and Animal just passed a year ago. Hawk just passed 18 years, and the Ultimate Warrior just passed in 2000. Was it 2004? 2000? It was in New Orleans or something. What year was it? 2014. Yeah. Okay. Damn, Ultimate Warrior been dead that long? Hold on. That's a 14. Damn. Almost 7 years. Woo! Woo. Okay. Well, that was my favorite Survivor Series team. My favorite. So if you want to check back on Peacock for Survivor Series 1990 or on YouTube and watch that classic match between the Ultimate Warrior team, the Warriors against the Perfect Team, what a classic match it was. So look back for that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT 2.0 Ring Report as well as Hot Topics from Wrestling. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you next this week. Ain't every dynamite. Stick around. Peace.